Pokemon Crystal, me proving to everyone with my magic skills to become a real Pokemon champion, featuring Daisy as my assistant. Enjoy the video!
Alright, Rosalina, are you ready to destroy Chuck in this game? Oh, yes, I am, Daisy. I'm glad you asked, because today is the episode that indeed we're going to defeat Chuck. And when we defeat Chuck, we not only get to use Fly out of the side of battle, but I can also get the HM for Fly. Yeah, that is pretty helpful, especially since, well, unfortunately we don't have any psychic moves that are super effective. In fact, we don't even at all have a super effective move. Nope. Unfortunately, we don't. Here are all the Pokemon, as you guys already noticed. And yeah, the Pokemon that are weak to fighting moves specifically is Dry Bones. And yeah, Dry Bones is weak to it, Silver partially, and Daisy as well. So you're also weak to fighting moves, for now, at this case. But yeah, the only solution I have to beating some of the fighting types is Waluigi. And why? Because Waluigi is a ghost type, and fighting moves cannot hit ghosts. Nope. So I guess that is the only way to go then. Exactly. Anyways, let's just go to the gym, which is just about over there. We eventually need to face Yoshi, by the way. Yeah, that's the, that is of course the, yeah. Sorry, I lost my words, but yeah, that is the, black belt on the left. That is the black belt with Yoshi's name in it, so... This is, that is the reason. Alright then. Anyways, let's, set up. Yeah, first things first, I'm gonna put Elisa on the front. I'm not sure if you noticed this, Elisa, but this Pokemon is named after you. It's Staryu, of course. Let's defeat the left black belt first. Alright, time to battle black belt Yoshi. I kind of feel sorry for him. Yep, you even heard the Yoshi sound effect, kind of. I do like that, I do like Hitmonlee's actually, fighting sprites. True. So do I. But yeah, Hitmonlee can't do anything to, of course, Haunter. And I can't damage it with Shadow Ball because it's not normal type. If it is a normal type, then, yeah, I have to do something else. And now the only thing it does is use Meditate, even though that is completely useless. That is probably his only move. No, it also has Focus Energy, but what's the point of that? Alright, Waluigi is also a level up. Well, in Heart Gold Soul Silver, this area wouldn't be there. No. Then you would also battle both the trainers consecutively. But now I have to battle them one at a time. Yeah. Also, they have, I do know that Hitmonchan has the elemental punches. Yeah, true. But even the elemental punches don't do anything to Waluigi because it has a very high special defense stat. Yeah, true. So just in case it goes for Thunder Punch, for an example, or Ice Punch, I would be fine. It does have a chance to freeze you, however. Oh yeah, true. It can't freeze me. Which... okay, it didn't happen yet. Do you have any ice heals or something? Yeah, only one full heal, but that is about it. That's the only healing item I have. And yeah, Hitmonchan does have a pretty decent special defense stat. Not anymore. And you're lucky also not to get paralyzed. Yep. Indeed I am. But yeah, in this episode, we're only gonna be Chuck because well, I figure Chuck is gonna be a pretty much of a bad matchup against most of my team, so we just want to prepare for that. And here is another fighting type, but no need to worry. Yeah, words are useless. Well, you're kind of right. All right. Machop. Well, it does have a pretty good move. I know. But even I have one. I do outspeed the Machop, which is surprising because I'm 3 levels lower. Yeah, and does Surf do enough to one-shot? No. It goes for Seismic Toss. Yeah, that is only my HP of damage, which is actually a lot if you believe it. Okay, thank goodness no speed tie, because that would mean you would be knocked out. Yeah, pretty much. Well, at least I would be knocked out then. But yeah, now, but in this generation, Daisy, another thing, Seismic Toss no longer can hit Ghost because it only ignores type resistances. And it doesn't ignore immunities, so now this Machoke can't do anything to me. The only thing it can do is, yeah, okay, I forgot, it had Rock Slide, which does a ton of damage. Wow, it almost knocks you out. Yeah, hell no, I'm not dealing with that. It'll always go for Rock Slide because that is the only move it has. Yeah. It only has 10 power points though. Should I risk trying Hypnosis? Yeah. Well, it paid off because it went to sleep. Yeah, now I'm just gonna be teaching this thing a lesson. I do lose 34 HP, so I do want to heal just in case. Yeah, your maximum health is also your nice health. True. But I'm gonna curse this thing. It's risky, but this is why, yeah. This is why I want to have a little bit more HP, because otherwise, I would just lose my Haunter, and I don't want that. I still want it alive. Yeah, your Haunter is a pretty trolly Haunter. Yeah, however, the only move it doesn't have is Dream Eater, which will soon eventually replace Me Look, but we also need Me Look in order to eventually capture the legendary birds. But we need to catch all the beasts first. Also, what way are you going to be pushing the boulders in? Yeah, I need to figure out how this boulder puzzle a little bit works. I think you push this one up, and then that one to the left. I think that's how you do it. Oh, you forgot to teach a Pokemon Strength. Oh yeah, no wonder why it doesn't work. Do I even have Strength? You don't. Oh my god, how did I forget Strength? Well, I'll be right back. Yup. Unfortunately, guys, I do have some good news and bad news. Yup. Well, the good news is I did get Strength, and luckily one of my Pokemon can learn it. The bad news is the only one I can teach you to is Fire Mario, and I had to get rid of Rollout. Yeah, but I don't really think Rollout would have really worked that well. I mean, it works for some occasions, but not most of them. And especially against this gym, including Jasmine's gym, both Rollout would be resisted, so yeah. It is the only move we thought we had to get rid of. Yup, and it's only yeah, it does have a 10% chance to miss. And since I don't have Defense Grow, I really don't need Rollout for this particular part. Nope. This is the way to go. This is the way how you can get towards the gym leader. Alright, let's tackle the last person. Yep. And, Let's see. I choose you, Silver. Yeah, for most of the battle, we're just gonna use Haunter because, well, our team is pretty underleveled to work, unlike Chuck. Yep. And Chuck eventually has a Primeape and a Poliwrath. Poliwrath being pretty scary because it knows Dynamic Punch, Surf, and a lot of other things. And yeah, you can see why Karate Chop is so deadly. It even got a crit. Yeah, Karate Chop has an increased critical hit ratio. Is an increased critical hit ratio move, so yeah. I can... Oh, okay. Quick Claw. I'll take it. Yeah, or it's a Speed type or it's Quick Claw. I think it was Quick Claw. Yeah. We can see here, but... You know what? I will send out Silver, but... Eventually when we find... Yeah. I'm immediately gonna swap back into my Haunter because... Well... Haunter is just too good to have. It's a good thing you thought about that, because otherwise your team has a terrible matchup. And my team definitely has a terrible matchup because, well, we don't do much to fighting types, and the Pokemon we do have are weak to fighting. Eventually, your evolution will be weak to fighting as well. Yeah, true. It also sucks the only damaging move on your Haunter you have is Shadow Ball. Yeah, I could have kept the set damage move, but I wasn't so sure about that. Right, time to swap into Dry Bones. But don't worry, I'll give them a lot of training later, because eventually we have Lake of Rage, and we also have, of course, and another thing we have soon is the Team Rocket hideout, which is by far one of the worst things about Gold, Silver, and Crystal. I mean, the game is nice, but the Rocket hideout is really annoying because many of the trainers use underleveled Pokemon, and there's almost no way we can even level up. Although there's a lot of trainers, there is just not enough of them. No. It would have been better if they at least got fully evolved Pokemon, just like what Smith Place did to the mod. Oh yeah, and by the way, Daisy, a question. Can you show me the movesets from both Magnemite and Magneton? Because I really want to know when this thing knows Thunderbolt, because Jasmine's Magnemite does know Thunderbolt. Yeah, I know it does. Also, one thing for sure, you absolutely need a Pokemon that is faster than Magnemite, because Magnemite loves to use Thunder Wave. Yeah, I need to one-shot as well, and I think the only Pokemon I can reliably think of is Fire Mario. Dig is double effective, and yeah. Alright, I'll just check the level of moves. Oh, whoops. Whoops, I'm in the wrong side. There we go. Let's search it up. Let's first watch this. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Oh. Well, I just looked, and unfortunately, our best electric move we have is Thunder Shock. We can't. We can only learn Thunderbolt from the move tutor. Oh my god. So yeah, but yeah, who am I gonna teach Thunderbolt with? Because I thought it can know it by level up. I think you personally need a Pikachu for that at level 26. So this is why, so yeah. Pikachu is the only one that can know Thunderbolt. Yeah, that really sucks. Man, so we're likely not to have... This game is really cruel to electric types. Yeah, it definitely is. Alright, my team is healed. Thank you for showing me, Daisy. You're welcome. Also, can you look up Quilava's movesets eventually? Because I also want to know when it learns Flame Wheel. Sure thing. Let's see. It knows it at level 31, and if we delay evolution until level 54, it knows Flamethrower. Yeah, but Flame Wheel is fine. Let me just look at Yeah, let me look at Typhlosion for a second. When does he know a Flamethrower? At level 60. Okay, so we need to wait a whole lot longer. Well, whatever. Does it know Thunder Punch? Let me check. Yeah, it can know Thunder Punch. Only Typhlosion can. Wow. That's ridiculous. We need to wait until it's a Typhlosion in order to teach it Thunder Punch. Yep. However, it is probably the best electric move. And we can teach it Fire Punch as well, which is a little bit better than Flame Wheel, but not by much. Yeah. Well, anyways, let's just take on the gym leader, Daisy, why don't we? Yep. Let's do this. Yeah, I don't care if the repel expires. Alright. Time to battle Chuck. This guy will be very tough. Yeah, and also you don't have many super potions. You only have 5 of them. And with revives, you only have 4. Yeah, I am pretty limited in items, but I think I can do it regardless. Pretty much the only Pokemon I can really use is my Haunter, because the only thing that Polygraph can do to my Haunter is use Surf. That's the only move it can know. It only knows. All the other things, it doesn't. And my strategy, once again, is just a Switch Train. Yeah, Dynamic Punch does have a chance to miss. Yeah, but my goal is to set up Curse and then also put it to sleep. But the problem is that Chuck has a full heal. So that means that I have to put it to sleep a second time. It has a full heal. Yeah, it does. Alright, are you ready? Yep, I am. Wahaha, so you've come this far. Let me tell you, I'm tough. My Pokemon will crush stones and shatter bones. Watch this. Alright. Scared now, are you? It has nothing to do with Pokemon? That's true. Come on, we shall do battle. Yep, and versus screen in 3, 2, 1, and go. Even though you have a pretty big type advantage, Chuck, I won't go so easy on you. No. His Primeape is even level 29. I hope it doesn't know a move that can hit Haunter. From my perspective, I think it only has Leer. Yeah, it only has Leer. The other moves don't really matter. How much does Shadow Ball do? Yeah, not that much. But it's not like Primeape can do anything to you. The only thing it can do is use Leer. Yep, this is why ghost types are so good. I'm surprised Chuck didn't swap. Oh yeah, and also be careful because Chuck has a gold berry, remember that. Oh yeah, I forgot, it has a gold berry. I didn't think about that. Thank you for telling me, Daisy. You're very welcome. There it is, there's the polygraph. What are you going to do? Yeah, all my Pokemon don't have a good matchup. Elisa, the only thing it will use is Dynamic Punch. You know what you could also do? Switch in between Elisa and the Haunter every time, because Dynamic Punch won't work on Haunter, because, yeah, I mean, it doesn't work, and then, yeah. I'm not sure if that is even a good idea. I'm not sure if Poliwrath even outspeeds me. I'm not gonna use you, Daisy, because I need your friendship. Well, you can always just get my friendship up high later on anyway. True. But I do want you to evolve at level 30, and if I don't, well then, that's a problem. I really don't know what to do. It doesn't matter what you do, just try out something. Alright, Elisa, I'll swap into you. Alright, there's the dangerous Poliwrath, that is a level 31. I missed, and I accidentally clicked Surf, so that was a problem. Yeah, Surf doesn't do that much. Yeah, I accidentally clicked a little bit too fast. Alright, it did went for Dynamic Punch, so it does know how to do that. Alright. Here's my strategy, just let him get rid of all of his Dynamic Punches, pretty much. Now it will always go for Surf, because, well, it's the only move that can hit Haunter. It can also go for Foresight. It uses Surf. Well, how much does that do to your Staryu? Okay, that did a lot. Yeah, but all it needs to do is just to use up all its Dynamic Punches, and I'm sorry, Elisa, if I let you faint, but all it needs to do is to get rid of all of his Dynamic Punches, and then we're good. It missed again. Yeah, it only has 50% accuracy, but basically, yeah. I'm not surprised it hit it this time. And yeah, crit of course knocks me out. But now it's out of Dynamic Punch. Yeah, that's good. Now the only thing it will do is Surf, which is still scary because, well, Surf has 15 power points. Which it did use one there. Mind Reader. Yeah, now you are a normal type, so that would be super effective. Oh yeah, I forgot it has Hypnosis. I didn't know that. Yeah, Poliwrath also has Hypnosis and Mind Reader. It probably will use Mind Reader just because it wants to perfectly have the accuracy on you, that's why. Oh, okay, so it wants to always hit with Hypnosis, that's what it loves to do. Yeah, and you got Quick Claw, but that didn't matter. Yeah, Mind Reader missed. Yeah, there's a 25% chance even status moves can fail, but how Mind Reader misses, I don't know. Well, unfortunately, I have to get rid of Silver, so sorry, Silver, but you're done. Yeah, we're extremely sorry. Oh, actually, no, it's not done. It's not over yet. Yeah, but now it will. Alright, that is 3 Surfs used by Poliwrath, so it's down to 12 Surfs. Well, who are you gonna use? Yeah, Dry Bones is pretty defensive. But yeah, it of course can miss because of all those Mud Slaps. Couldn't you paralyze it with Thunder Wave? Yeah, but now it's too late because I think Surf is enough to one-shot me. It's now down to 10 Surfs. I did keep track. Oh man, I thought Dry Bones would knock it out. It does not, sorry. Alright, Waluigi, I need you to outspeed. It does outspeed, but it missed. Oh yeah, but it misses too. Come on, hit. No! Stop missing! And of course it puts me to sleep. God damn you. Well, yeah, now we'll go for Surf. 100%. I'm sorry, Fire Mario, but you need to tank this for me. It's a terrible idea, but... Oh, it goes for Mind Reader. I don't know why. I'm just gonna go for Dig. I know that won't one-shot, but... Wait, it can use Surf while you're on the ground? Apparently it can. I didn't even know that was a thing. You barely survive. Yeah, now Surf knocks me out, so yeah, I'm now down to 8. Now it's pretty much down to 8 Surfs, or 7. Actually, no, it's 8. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? Yeah, Chuck, I already knew how tough Chuck is going to be, but that tough, I didn't know. No, indeed. It goes for Hypnosis on you. Yeah. And now it uses up its Goldberry. Yeah, but even if Hypnosis hits on Poliwrath, Chuck has a full heal. Yeah, true. Well, since it puts you to sleep, I'm just going to heal Fire Mario up to full health. Yeah, but be very careful, because now I am going to faint here. Yeah. I mean, Daisy, there's nothing I can do. Unfortunately, I do need to lose friendship with you, but that is, I'm sorry. It missed. Alright. 6 Surfs left. Well, I think this Surf won't miss, so just in case, I will waste one of my Super Potions, but this is the last one I am going to use on you. Wow, you did predict correct, because it was going to hit. Yeah, Chuck normally is a joke, but with my team, no. He is a struggle. 4 Surfs left. You got this, Rosalina. Yeah, don't worry. I will find a way. I think I need to burn it or something. I'm not sure. Huh, let's see how much strength does. I don't think that it will do that much. No, indeed. Yeah, I can barely tank a Surf, so it probably was a range to knock me out, but I think this one does knock me out here. Yeah, it's a range. It did miss the range the previous time, but not now. Alright, I'm asleep, but don't worry, I will use Revives. You will use it on Fire Mario. Yeah, because he's the one that can tank Surf. I mean, Waluigi can too, but not that much. I think you need to try Chuck over, because it eventually will knock you out. Yeah, but it's almost out of Surfs. Don't worry, it's almost out of Surfs. I just need to stall him out with Power Points. The only bad thing that can happen is a critical hit. I'm still asleep, but this is his final Surf. Or it's already out. I think it's already out of Surfs. No it doesn't. It has one more. Well, why does it always go for Hypnosis? Oh, maybe I did miscount. Maybe you were right, Daisy. Maybe it is out of Surfs. Well, that's perfect. It does put you to sleep, however. That's okay, because that's the only move it can use. And eventually it will go for Struggle. I am going to use Curse on him, because I do want to... If he does go for Struggle, I do want him to knock itself out. Are you sure? Isn't that risky? No, Daisy. It's worth it. There we go. Poliwrath can't even damage me anymore. He can't even hit with any move. So pretty much, I need to use my final Super Potion on my Waluigi, and then it's gonna faint due to Curse. Even if Hypnosis hits, doesn't matter. Curse is knocking out the Poliwrath. Wow, that was by far the most difficult battle ever. Yeah, for real, Chuck, you really gave me a lot of problems. Yeah, indeed, I'm worthy of the Storm Badge. Give it to me. That's badge number 5. Yep, I can use Fly now. Alright, we got Dynamic Punch. Something we don't really need to use. Yeah. Alright, and now that we have defeated Chuck, we can get Fly. Yep. You do need to talk to this girl right here. But yeah, this girl will only give you Fly once you defeat Chuck, which is pretty annoying, because Fly would have been very useful. Yeah, true. But don't worry, you can teach Fly now. Can Togetic even learn it? I hope it can. It can, thank God. Alright. It is not that accurate, but I don't care. What are you gonna remove it for? Mud Slap. Yeah, Mud Slap is pointless. I do need to keep my other moves, so Fly is integral for this one. Anyways, I will go to the Pokemon Center, and after that, I'm gonna fly back to Olivine to end off, because I'm not gonna give Jasmine the secret potion yet. Wait, you didn't even buy the secret potion. Oh yeah, I didn't. Well, thank you for reminding me, Daisy, because man, I forgot all these things that I still need to do. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we are so used to Hard Gold Soul Silver that we played that a lot, that we completely forgot here. This is why I'm glad I have you here, Daisy. I'm sorry. Oh wait, that's the wrong house. Yeah, you need to go to the house below. Oh yeah, there's a guy. There's a secret potion. And we obviously can only use it on the Amphi there. Wow, you have 3 HMs. Is that even easy to deal around? Yeah, that'll be fine. Anyways, let's just go to this Pokemon because I do need to buy some extra Super Potions and Revives because I am completely out of Super Potions. I'm not that rich. No. And you don't need any more Pokeballs, so that is fine. True. Yeah, a couple Super Repels won't be a problem either. Does this Pokemon have Revives? It doesn't have Revives. Man, that is helpful. Well, thank you all so much for watching. That is it of Pokemon Crystal once again. Yeah. Honestly, Rosalina, I wasn't actually that sure if I should actually name the rival after Chelsea. I mean, probably choosing Waluigi would have been better. No, because then it's literally Elisa against her favorite character, so that doesn't work. Chelsea is the perfect rival for us to do. However, she thinks that if we make her the rival, it's automatically making her lose, which isn't the case. Yeah, no. But yeah, just ignore her straight. That is the best solution we have, I have to say. Yeah, true. It is indeed the best solution, it's indeed the best solution just to ignore her, because, man, she's so annoying. Yeah, exactly. I wish I didn't have to deal with her. No, me too. Because, I mean, we both did you didn't deserve to be treated poorly by her. No, exactly. However, Daisy, I do have one thing I do gotta ask for your, remastered Pokemon Fire Red gameplay. Please do not make Chelsea your rival there. Well, no, I have a different rival idea, because, I mean, I already know that I can't make Chelsea the rival here, because there is no rival girl character that you can nickname. It's only boys. Even in Gen 4, and Gen 5 with Pokemon Black 2, White 2, you can. And for Pokemon Gen 6, you can't. Neither probably for Gen 7 in Pokemon Sun and Moon. I could be wrong. For Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, you can, but that is only with the boy again. I probably think you can only nickname the rival in Gen 9, but I could be wrong. Yeah. I don't even think you can nickname this the rival at all. No. Man. That was the journey. But yeah. You did win, and that is important. Correct. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, share it to your friends, subscribe if you're new. And we'll see you all for more episodes of Pokemon Crystal, gameplay by Rosalina. She's a step closer being a Pokemon champion. Yeah, this is part 10 already. Man, we're going through the game pretty quickly. That's right. However, there is something else. We eventually will get to the most tedious parts of the game, which is the Rocket Hideout. Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do, Daisy? I'm only gonna do probably, let me think. What am I gonna do? Well, for part 11, we're gonna be Jasmine, and we're also going to be, of course, heading to Mahogany Town. Correct. For part 12, then I will be doing, for part 12, I'm just gonna be doing, let me think. Yeah, for part 12, we're taking on the trainers in Mahogany Town, and also near the Lake of Rage. Get Hidden Power, defeat the Red Gyarados. And after we destroyed the Red Gyarados, or actually catch it, I actually wanted to catch it because I want to teach it Whirlpool and Waterfall. But yeah, after that, pretty much, there is nothing else that is really a threat. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm being tired too. Yeah, same here. But yeah, for part 12, we'll just do the trainers in Mahogany Town and also near the Lake of Rage. Part 13 will be Rocket Hideout only, just the Rocket Hideout, and we will only battle the alarm trainers once, because we don't want to deal with them because they're pretty weak. So we're going to turn off the alarming system. Yeah. And in part 14, we're going to beat Price. Part 15, we're going to do the Radio Tower Rocket section. Just the Radio Tower. We're doing the basement in part 16, which does include a rival battle. So yeah. That is something we need to deal with. Yep. Part 17 will be heading towards... in part 17, we're going to head towards Blackthorn City by defeating all the trainers in the way and also heading straight through Ice Cave to Blackthorn. That's part 17. Part 18 will be, of course, defeating Claire and the Dragon-type trainers. Yeah. Unfortunately, you do need to do it with Icy Wind. That's all. Yeah, but even Icy Wind would be enough to probably two-shot Dragonair. However, I do need to equip a Paralysis Cure Berry for that. Yeah, it's better to equip to use the Paralysis Cure Berry on the Claire instead, because Jasmine, if Quilava is already fast, it can probably one-shot the Magnemites both with Dig. Yeah, true. Unless they know a move that can hit on the ground, then yeah. That's all. But yeah, anyways, yeah, we'll just speak to the rest of the parts for later, but yeah. Anyways, see you all later. Yep, bye! And enjoy Rosalina having the storm badge on the background. See ya!